This is the message from one of my current clients. They run Google Ads, and currently their website converts at 2 to 3%, which I said like, hey, you need to fix it. And I received no, because everyone else has a poor website and I see them every day with their trucks, and it seems like they have a lot of clients. The person calling you already trusts you just because of their neighbor. I've seen contractors with generally terrible websites. And you know what's interesting about it? They were booked 6 weeks ahead. So one of my current clients said that, oh, everyone else has the same bad websites and I'm seeing their trucks all the time on the streets. He is right. That's real and I can't argue with that. So the logic I just kind of explained isn't the problem. The problem is applying this referral logic to paid advertisement. When you're running paid ads, you're running it for a completely cold audience. So here, no one knows about your brand, no one was referred by anyone, so you have 8 seconds to convince a person. And once they land on your page, these 8 seconds start. And if you can't do that, well, you lose a customer. And that's what conversion rate is. How well you can convince a person to go ahead and call you. How well you can convince a person to trust you just based on your landing page. So here's the mess. This is the client that you saw the message of in the beginning, and this is his current landing page. So he has 3.61 conversion rate. And here is one of my other clients whose website was done by me, and you can see the quality difference and how different the website is built. And their conversion rate is 14.46. So now let's look at the actual math comparison between those two businesses. So considering that our first business had 3.61 conversion rate, let's say we bring 1,000 people on each website multiplied by CVR 3.61%, we'll get, let's round it up to 30. So 30 leads we'll bring to that business. House Wash Pro, 14.46, which is 140 leads. Now, since we know how many leads we can bring based on 1,000 people landing on our page, we can derive that Berg had 1,000 by 30, which is around $33 per lead. And House Wash Pro in this case is 1,000 divided by 140, which is around $7.14 per lead. So now you can see that the difference is significant. $33 against $7.14 per lead. Well, what would you rather pay? So in case of Berg, which has $33 per lead, you would be losing significant amount of money. So if you multiply this by 30% close rate, you will get 9 leads. And this multiplied by 30% close rate, you'll get 42 leads. So average job value is $700, $800, right? Multiplied by $700, which in here will be $6,300. And here you will get $29,400. So for now, I'm just gonna go quickly through both websites and tell you why the conversion is such a huge difference between them. So first of all, let's look at Berg maintenance. So let's say there is somebody who is not aware of you and have never heard of you, lands on this page. They have 8 seconds to convince themselves that you're the person that will do the best. So they go and start reading the biggest thing on the page. This is the headline. Let's say we're advertising locally and we're doing services for Nanaimo. The Nanaimo person comes here and sees gutter cleaning service. First question that arises, well, do they serve even Nanaimo where I'm living in? Well, they'll have to scroll, look for this information on other pages. But the second they decide to go and check other pages, you're 80% losing a customer straight away because it creates friction. I'm going to talk about it in a second. So I hope the headline makes sense. If you're advertising for Nanaimo, make sure you have Nanaimo here. It will give you a slight advantage in conversions. Okay, forget about the headline right now. We start reading the text. Well, I bet $100 that an average user who has low retention will not go and read all this text. They will start reading here, and they will stop around this moment, right? And I completely understand that you can have objections, right? You can tell me that, oh, look, but there are people who will actually go and read all this text. Okay, I will agree with you, but I will give you now time to tell me what is missing here. And if you know something about conversion rate, the form is missing. I know we have a phone number, but there are some people who hesitate to reach out on the phone. And there are quite actually a lot of people who don't like calling. They just like filling out the form and going do their things, right? And what it makes person to do? It makes person to go on contact page and other pages to look for the form. They go on contact page. We don't have form here either. That creates friction. So here you have 80% chance to lose a person because they cannot find the form. But the form is on homepage. So if you scroll down here, the form is here. It's on the homepage. How the person would know that the form is on the homepage? Because usually it should be on contact page. And that creates so much friction, which brings you to 3.61 conversion rate. It's very, very poor. Now let's look at the good website. So this website right here, the first thing the person sees when they land on it is a high quality taken picture. And they see headline, gutter cleaning in Vancouver. So a Vancouver person goes on this page, they were like, oh, so these guys are doing it only in Vancouver, so I'm special, I gotta order their service. This makes them read more about why Vancouver is so special. They're gonna go in here. Oh, that's how it's gonna look on my house. The guys are wearing all green because the brand is green. The guys having hoses, they have equipment, they have letters. It gives them reassurance that the guys are professional. Then what you can notice, we have a lot of CTAs. Every section here has a CTA. You can see it clearly. So they don't have to go to a different page to make the target action. Afterwards, we have explanation of the services. So here we have an actual image for every type of service we do. We have a hand method and we have a vacuum method. And just compare this service description and this service description. And there is a CTA here too. So that makes a difference. And the most important part, of course, is the form. Now the person doesn't have to go to a different page. Now they have everything in one place. And just for the record, every CTA brings you to the form. The form is a little bit long, so yes, I know that I could make it a little bit smaller to get more conversions out of it, but we also care about quality traffic. This form looks big, but we have good conversion, who cares? And afterwards, more before and after pictures. So here you can see that it's not just made up before and after. It's an actual slider and customly coded component. And when people go on the website and interact with your content a little bit more, they drag the sliders, they play with your animations and stuff, their time spent on your website is bigger. And Google likes that because when Google sees that the website has a good retention, the traffic interacts with the page a lot, it pushes your ads better and better. You become the placement number one. And in the future videos, I'll talk about how Google positions you on the first place, in the second place, in the third place, what's the formula behind it. But for now, just know that the more time the user spends on your website, the more website is relevant to what the user is searching, the better placement you will get in Google Ads. And here is how it works. So people exactly knew what's going to happen after they book. So all the questions here on this website are answered for a cold traffic. Cold traffic becomes familiar with who you are. They see everything. Every objection here is handled. Oh, but I don't know how the crew looks. There you go. Oh, these guys are not professional. Here you go. You have professional pictures. Oh, these guys don't have enough experience and they don't have clean enough gutters. Well, there you go. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen after I book in. Will they spam call me? There you go. So these are main reasons why you see such a drastic difference in conversions. So in future videos, I'll talk more in depth about how to create a website that has a really, really high conversion and how you can do it by yourself. And of course, if you don't want to hassle with all of these website conversions, what sections should I make? We can do everything for you in-house. Just go to ykcreatives.com, book a free call with us, and we'll give you a free audit of your business. You'll see what's working, what can be improved. I hope you have a nice day, and hope you learned something new for yourself.